Hey. Been a while, hasn't it? I know there's been a lack of videos since January, but there were multiple factors as to why that was, including the loss of a loved one that I'd rather not talk about. But regardless, I think you all have waited long enough. So as you may know, I made a community post asking you guys to comment questions for another Q&A video, which I was inspired to do so after my question was featured on RevengerAnimate's Q&A video of her own. Also, I strongly recommend you check out RevengerAnimate's channel, as she makes some genuinely funny videos. I'll link her channel in the video's description. Now with that being said, let's get on with the questioning and answering. The first question is by Dante the creator, and they ask, how you make cool GoAnimate videos so better. I think what they're trying to ask is how I make good GoAnimate videos. Well, when you put your mind to it, advanced animation in this program isn't all too difficult. It pretty much just boils down to using the more advanced movement tools and making your own props, like with the giant Fred head in the Christmas special. To Ilfan031 asks, will we see some solo adventures of Scooby, Shaggy, Daphne and Velma like Fred did in Cherryton Academy? As a matter of fact, I do have something planned for Shaggy and Scooby in a future episode. I won't say much, but it'll be a pretty big one, bigger than even the season 1 finale. However, I don't know if there'll be a solo adventure episode on either Daphne or Velma yet. Only time will tell if I come up with an idea or not. From Multiverse Doodles, will we see a new episode of the Scooby-Doo gang where Daphne dies again? It's a possibility. I don't exactly have anything planned for episode 7 and onward yet, but we'll just have to wait and see. Nocturnal Lycan 2004 asks, what do you think of the show Dan vs. And what do you think about Fred facing against Dan? I've actually been thinking about watching that show because I have a feeling I might like it. I think it's on Amazon Prime Video, which I have, so I'll definitely have to. And the possible idea of Dan butting heads against Fred is actually a pretty good idea, maybe even just for a small cameo. I'll definitely take it into consideration. Go Robloxian 7539 asks, can you please add object show characters? They're technically indie animation like TADC and Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. No. And for a multitude of reasons. First of all, I don't care about object shows at all. Much like I don't care for either of Vivzy Pop's shows either. Never watched them and I never will. And you're probably going to say something like, but Jack, you added Luna and Charlie in your videos, so how can you not like Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel? Well, just because they're in my videos doesn't mean I like the shows they're from. They were just put there for the sake of a cameo or a humorous scene. I just know that they exist and have their fans, and I'm not one of them. And for the other reason, it's rather simple. I don't do requests. There is literally nothing that pisses me off more than receiving comments of people demanding me to make videos to their liking. I have literally had this problem before on my old channel when I used to do AI covers of songs up the wazoo and was flooded with people nagging me with cover requests. Even though I made it blatantly clear, multiple times mind you, that I do not take requests, which unfortunately some people wouldn't get through their fucking skulls. And that reason alone is why I have the word request blocked on my channel, because I've pretty much come to realize that stating that I don't do requests is pointless, because there are people out there that are so fucking tone deaf and self-entitled that they'll just blatantly ignore anything I say and continue pestering me for their own gain. I'm sorry about the unnecessary anger, but to put it simply, no. From E-Dog the Big Dog. How did Fred become the concussion beast? I suppose I could potentially make a flashback episode of how Fred got his concussion powers. It's just a matter of thinking up and planning the story as to how it came to be. Unless of course Samster ends up making an origin video before then, who knows? Bluebear 8741 asks, what is the worst beer Fred has ever had? If you recall in the episode where Fred and the gang went to Ireland, there was a moment where Fred tried a brand called Guinness which made him throw up. So far, that would have to be the worst beer he's tried. From Glord 2274, Pinky Cooper. Ginger and pepper from the 2024 Halloween special. Dead? To put it simply, yes, they are. And the reason why I decided to kill them off was due to the cancellation of the series I was working on involving them. So I figured that having them appear as ghosts would have been a nice little callback to said cancelled series. This one is from Skit Central 2008, and they ask, are the AI voices in some of your videos the same one, or are they same because of the actor? I often use a website called WaitsGG. Most of the voices I use from there are in fact the same voice model used in each video. Each character has their own voice model. But for some voices, like for Angry Andy, which you all know is Heavy from Team Fortress 2, I use fake text-to-speech program. Tristan Ritchie 9890 asks, how come you max out Fred's Eric voice when he's really mad, like in Samster's Hell's Kitchen video? I feel that louder screaming in such scenes like that actually help to emphasize Fred's anger. The louder he is, the angrier he is, plus because it's just funny. Loud equals funny after all. From Khalilwan Johnson. What is something you're looking forward to this year? Besides some of the upcoming games on Nintendo Switch 2 like Resident Evil Requiem, I'm most excited so far for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I absolutely loved the first movie, especially with how much they managed to put in from the franchise alone, and it was a pretty good send-off for Charles Martinet. I just hope Wario actually makes an appearance. Another one from Multiverse Doodles, if Fred hates Daphne so much, why doesn't he just kick her out? I'm pretty sure you know by now how ridiculously stubborn Daphne is. Fred can give her so many concussions and send her to the other side of the world, and she'd still find a way to bounce back to the gang's house one way or another. Or rather, because the universe won't allow it. Mary Myrindaku 1386 asks, can you do the Scooby Gang meets Lisa and Samuel? They are from the Like English channel. No. If you've been paying attention and remembered my answer to Go Robloxian's question, then you'll know why I won't. From Bombtails, has Fred ever thought of cutting the Wi-Fi to stop Daphne from spending time on TikTok? I feel like that would end up biting Fred in the ass rather quickly, because what if he was in a situation where he could only buy beer from online shopping, or even play games such as Happy Wheels or look at offensive memes on his computer? I don't think missing out on that would be worth it for him. From RevengerAnimate 2013. What is your favorite Scooby-Doo video? From Samster5677 himself. I think my main favorite was the one where they went to Hell's Kitchen once upon a time. But I think my all-time favorite is the one where they go to Las Vegas. I know it's in the business-friendly theme, but the video itself completely makes up for it because of how absolutely chaotic Fred was in that video. I myself might actually consider making a fan remake of that video, but in the comedy world theme, of course. And now, last question, and it's from Scorch Delta 62, and they ask, yo Fred, if I bought you 20 packs of beer, would you kill Daphne for me?
Give me 30 and I'll give her a punishment day as well.
God damn it, Fred.
I didn't realize that the show